The United States could be heading into the first rail strike in 30 years. Two of the largest railroad unions in the country still haven't come to a compromise. The consequences would be catastrophic. Shipments of food, coal, oil, just about anything you can think of would be disrupted. Prices would soar. The Brotherhood of Locomotive Engineers and Trainmen and Smart Transportation Division account for about half of all union employees. They have until midnight Friday to come to an agreement. The main sticking point here isn't money per se. Instead, unions want better working conditions and access to paid or unpaid sick leave. In a statement, the president of one of the unions wrote in part, "The average American would not know that we get fired for going to the doctor." This one thing has our members most enraged. Right now, unions argue companies penalize them for taking off for such things as emergencies and illnesses. But the American Association of Railroads reports it wants the companies to deal with these issues locally. Major railroad companies already preparing for a potential work stoppage. Union Pacific reporting it's taking steps to prevent further supply chain disruption. Amtrak canceling all long-distance trains tomorrow, except for some in the Northeast. Amtrak workers are not part of the strike, but the trains do run on tracks maintained and owned by freight railroads. The president of the Association of American Railroads says a shutdown could cost the economy $2 billion a day. The last time we saw something like this was back in 1992. The impact was so severe that after just 3 days, Congress intervened to ban strikes and lockouts. And now it seems the government may have to step in again. Today, union leaders and companies met with Labor Secretary Marty Walsh to try and hammer out a last-minute deal. CNBC's senior White House correspondent Kayla Tausche live outside the Department of Labor on our top story tonight. Kayla, what are you hearing?
Well, Tyler, negotiators from the unions, the railroads, and the Biden administration just ordered Italian food for dinner as they settle in as talks now enter their 11th hour here consecutively. Earlier today, the presidents from the two holdout unions arrived prepared to put forth a proposal on that very narrow issue of time off. Rank and file showing they won't budge, with workers from another union, the machinists, refusing to accept a tentative deal its leaders had previously agreed to. But for the rail companies, it's not straightforward.
For the carriers, they have a problem with staffing, with retaining and recruiting employees, and that's the real difficulty. Therefore, they're putting a lot of pressure on employees.
With no deal, the economy's already getting squeezed and prices are going up. Ethanol, a key component of gasoline shipped entirely by rail, soaring. The shipment of ag products is slowing or in some cases stopping entirely. The Biden administration wants to divert that volume to trucks, but the American Trucking Association says idling all trains would require more than 460,000 additional long-haul trucks every day, which is not possible. Truckers are one of the many groups calling on Congress to intervene. Congress has a few options. It can adopt the Biden-appointed board's recommendations on wages and health care as law, create a new board, or extend talks by up to 2 months. Two Republican senators chose that first option, but their proposal didn't have enough support to pass. Senator Bernie Sanders said workers should keep up their fight.
Mr. President, I do wonder if the CEO of the railroad or other top executives at that railroad, I wonder if they would get fired if they got sick or if they had a medical emergency in their families.
Democrats and many interested parties say they are waiting to see the outcome of how talks here at the Labor Department go today and perhaps throughout the day tomorrow before that midnight deadline before deciding which intervention to support.